Hello guys, it's Decadent Diva. Decadent Diva TV. Decadent Diva TV. Decadent Diva TV. It's another video. Welcome to Decadent Diva TV. It's another video. We about to turn up. That was like so. We are here for another video because I really wanted to talk about something else. I want to talk about trust. And this won't be a long video, but I just wanted to go ahead and just talk about this because a lot of people are like afraid to talk about like taboo topics like trust and love. And my last video was about purpose, which link is going to be down below, or I might put it on the screen somewhere. Somewhere here, you'll know the link from the last video. So go follow that video or go subscribe to my channel first off. Second, like that video, watch the video. If you like it, like the video because it's about talking about your purpose. This video is going to be about trust, okay? I think for me, I've been on both ends of the spectrum. So I've not trusted people and I've been the person that hasn't been trusted. So I guess my question to you guys, and I would pose this question, I guess, to myself as well, is what is trust? Like when you think about trust and you think about the dictionary version of trust, like let's look it up together. What does trust even mean? Trust, firm belief in the So can we not read now? You know, graduated from college and can't read? We can't read? We can't read? I'm just playing. Firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. Right, so when you start to break that down, like it means you fully believe in someone. And so I think it has a lot to do with the person that you are. You have to change who you are as a, not change who you are as a person, but if you're a person that has been through so much and you know that who you are is in question, it's kind of hard to trust someone when you really don't trust yourself. And so that's like the process of what I had to go through. And now I'm able to trust people because my thing is, if I can't, I'm able to trust you until you prove to me that I can't trust you. Likewise, I do not put my full trust in someone just because I meet them. When I say trusting, I have the ability to trust in someone because I believe that everyone is inherently good when you think about it. Like everyone starts off inherently good and then somewhere along the way, it's like, boop, stop, you know, and there's corruptions, you know, collusion and all that type of stuff, and people change, like, you know, environments, people, everything can change based off of where you come from. Like, you know, the nature versus nurture argument. Like, is it who you're around? Is it just inherently who you are? Is it innate? Like, what exactly causes us to be the way we are? And I feel like if you can figure out what causes you to be the way that you are, you can figure out if you have the ability to trust someone. I feel like for me, I have been in situations where I have trusted fully, but I didn't entirely know myself. All of the times that I've trusted and I've been hurt is because I didn't know myself. And when you know yourself, you start to create boundaries, you start to create, you have standards, you know, and there are things that you just will not accept. It doesn't matter who you are, how you look, what you've done for me, I just will not accept it. So I feel like trusting assumes that you know who you are. We've already talked about that. Trusting assumes that you're willing to have the capacity to be open-minded enough to know that there is someone else on this earth that could, you know, make you, well, not really make you happy, but contribute to your happiness. And I say contribute to your happiness because no one should ever, you should not rely on someone else for your happiness. So you have to trust yourself. Trust yourself. And I feel like trust is what you make it. Trust is subjective. It's not an objective thing. You know who you can trust. You know your story. Everything that has happened to you, you know that this is your story and there is a reason for why your story has happened. So I would just encourage everyone, if you're in this season of, can I trust this person? Like, do I know who this person is? Like, who are you? Where did you come from? Like, we live in a day and age where you can find out basically anything that you want to find out. You know what I'm talking about? I don't mean to sound crazy, but in this day and age, like if you truly are at that point, maybe your intuition is kind of telling you you should move on. But if you're just on erring on the side of caution and it's not really like a warning, but you just want to get to know someone so that you can be like, okay, well, you know, I want to be able to trust this person, but I want to, you know if I'm safe, you know, because there are some crazies out here, let me tell you. So yeah, so like you got your phone. I brought my phone up here because I'm like, research. That's what I would say. Like I don't know, I guess like in my mind I really never thought that you should research. If you're talking to someone, like I just assumed that people were honest enough, you know, inherently good type of piece. I thought people were all good, like, you know, when I was younger, and I'd be like, oh, this person is cool, da da da. That's how you end up in situations where you're like, whoa, you're married? Well, you have a child in a way? Well, you're this, you're that? Whoa, you didn't tell me this. But then, if you think about it, if you were someone that was not a good person and you knew you could not be trusted and you knew you had a baby on the way, or you knew you were married, or you knew you just were a toxic person or an insecure person, would you come up to someone that you thought was beautiful and you were attracted to like, hello, my name is blah 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 and I have a baby on the way? Just thought you should know. No, because you want to draw. If you are someone like that, you want to draw somebody in, draw them in to the point where they're just like interested in you. I don't know what this is, but they're just interested in you. And then once they're interested, boom, break it down. Got a baby in the way. So yeah, so that's just basically what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about just being able to, before you even, like, what is trust? First off, it's subjective. It's what you make of it. Trust is your own version of it. Like, you come to your own self and you reflect and you say, okay, what is this idea of trust? Does it mean that, you know, I will believe in this person 100%? Does it mean that, you know, believe in them but I'll keep my heart guarded? Like, what does it mean? There's just so many versions. That's like the first part. And then secondly, you have to know who you are before you can, so that you can trust yourself. Like, you have to know who you are before you can trust someone else. Because when you think about it as a person, you have to be whole. And that's what I have realized. Like, if I'm having a transparent moment, I've been in some situations where I've literally been like, why are you here? You know you don't want this. You know you don't like this. You've told this person or you know, you're at this event, whatever the case may be. You know what you don't like and you're still here. So you can, and me, I used to be like, oh, well, just because, you know, like, oh, I let him know he can't disrespect me. He already knows, blah, blah, blah. He already knows if something happens, I'm going to leave. But then you don't. So it's like, I saw something online. It was like, by not saying any, or by staying in that situation, you are agreeing to it, sis or bro, king and queens. You are agreeing to be in that toxic relationship, or that relationship, or that whatever it is that you cannot trust. You are telling the world, like, hey, disrespect me, degrade me, do anything you want to me because I'm gonna stay. No, like, that's what if you have standards, if you have boundaries, if you have things that you are not willing to waver on, like, this is what it is, and if you cannot do that, I'm leaving. Guarantee you, sis, you will run into the right person. I'm telling you, at this age, I have realized not everybody that comes into your space, or, you know what I mean, like, wants your energy, deserves you or your energy. In general, everyone is entitled to their own happiness. Everyone is entitled to what they want. And what you have to realize is that just because this is the way society perceives it to be, or somebody else perceives it to be, doesn't mean that your story has to be the same way. All right? Trust in yourself before you trust somebody else. I really hope you guys like this video. Like, this is something different for me, putting myself out there for the world to see, telling my story, telling things about myself that I'm like, I thought I would go to the grave to or with, but it's like, in this season of loss, I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to sit here and keep things with me until I go. Life is too short. Let it go. Once you let it go, it's gone. It's gone. Like, you let it, you say what you need to say your piece, let it out there, and you move on, sis or bro, kings and queens. You move on and you live your life, because you are too awesome, you are too beautiful, you are too intelligent to let something or someone from your past, you looking in the rear view mirror, sis, it's gone. You are too beautiful. You are too valuable. You have too much sustenance to let anyone ever, anything or anyone ever change who you are. Believe that. Decadent Diva TV signing out. I hope you agree. Well, I don't even want to say I hope you agree with this. Like, I like to invoke conversation. Like, let's talk about this. Like, let's have a conversation. Like, do you agree with that? Like, do you agree that, like, with what I said? Like, it's just, you know, this is just a platform to come and, you know, just talk freely and just have a good time. Okay, so if you want to subscribe to me, please subscribe, guys. Like, can we please get into the business of supporting one another? Like, I love supporting other people. Like, if I know you have something that you're truly passionate about and you're trying